Namaste. I, JVN, Dr. Y. Chandrakala, Assistant Professor, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. In today's session, we will be going to talk about the quality seed production. Seed plays an important role in any technology embedded, and we have to produce a pure, quality, resistant, healthy seeds for production of a healthy food to satisfy our need. Seed production is to produce the genetically pure and good quality seeds. Variety of groups of plants have a clear distinguished character which, when reproduced, either sexually or asexually, retain by the character. The genetic purity of the variety is lost or deteriorates during the seed multiplication. So seed when we say what is seed, it is in broad sense, seed is the material which is used for the planting or regeneration purpose. Scientifically, we can say seed is the fertilized, mature ovule together covered with seed coat and is called as seed and is used for the propagation material. Okay. So the technological point of view, we can say seed is a fertilized tripod ovule consisting of three main parts, namely seed coat, endosperm, and embryo, which is due to the course gives rise to the new plants. Okay, so it also refers to the propagating material and healthy seedling tubers or rhizomes, rooting, cutting of all the types of graft and vegetatively propagating material used for the propagation purpose. Okay. So the seed quality is the sum of all the properties to the seeds performed. The quality of seeds can decide whether a farmer crop will be good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. The seed quality is determined by the following characters: physical, altitude, physiological, or genetical, or storability. So seed quality, when we say the physical condition, like the minimum seed damage, minimum amount of weed seeds or mixing, or minimum of the disease seed, or minimum uh, or nearly the unit seeds should be in uniform size. The physiological condition, like the germination percentage or the viability, and the seed vigor conditions. And that means the capacity of the seeds that emerge from the soil and survive under the potentially stressful field condition and grow rapidly in under the favorable condition. So the genetic, like the same seeds have the same variety, having the genetical constitution, pest tolerance or disease tolerant, high yielding ability, storability like moisture content, temperature, seed treatment, which we will give. It is like withstanding with that. Deterioration variety, if we say there are several factors which are responsible for the loss of the genetical purity during the seed production, like developmental variations, mechanical mixing, mutations, natural crossing, genetic drift, minor genetic variations, or selection influence, or techniques in the breeder, or the breakdown of the male sterility, improper or defective seed certification system. So when we see developmental variations arises when the seeds grow in different environment or the soil condition, fertility conditions, and the soil different photoperiod conditions. Okay. So the mechanical mixing may be at sowing time or by harvesting time, or in gunny bags or seed bins or elevators, or somewhere there is a chance of getting mixed up. Or mutations like serious factors, if like removal, we have to remove the mutant plants out of that stock. Natural crossing is under the undesirable type of natural crossing with diseased plant. Genetic drift may be the seed multiplied large area, only small quantity of seed taken and preserved in the next year. So improper seed certification, sometimes the factors of deterioration of the crop variety and maybe the elecna of the factors may not be properly checked or of the deterioration of the crop variety may take place. Maintenance of the genetic purity in the soil seed production used to improve the use of improved seed only in seed multiplication, inspection and approval of the seed prior to planting, field inspection and approval of the growing crop at critical stage, and verification of the genetic purity, detection of the mixing or breeding or sample sealing of clean and cleaned, growing of the sample and potentially approved stocks of various with authentication stocks, providing adequate isolation of the and prevent the contamination of the natural processing and mechanical mixture, adopting the generation system. Generation system can be the seed production is restricted to 4 generations only, or the starting from breeder seed, the seed can only be multiplied up to 3 generations. That is foundation, registered, and certification. Important safeguards for maintaining genetic purity during the seed production, like control of seeds, producing crop requirements, isolation, roughing of the seed field, seed certification, grow out test. So the control of the seed source like breeder seeds, foundation seeds, registered seeds, certified seeds, association of official seed certification agencies recommend these 4 classes of seed. Breeder seeds are directly controlled by the original breeder or sponsoring breeder or institutional, and which provides the initial and reoccurring increase in the foundation seeds. Foundation seeds include the seed stock, so handle as to move, mainly maintain the specific genetic identity and purity, and they may be designated or distributed by the agricultural system stations. It is the source of all certified seed, either directly or through registered seed. Registered seed is the progeny of the foundation or the registered seed. It is so handled as to maintain a satisfactory genetic identity. Certified seed is the progeny of the foundation and registered seed that is to handle the genetic identity of the pure and has been approved by the certified agencies. Isolation of the seed production is a part of the field of the same crop to avoid the risk and contamination by the pollen from the neighboring field. Spital isolation is from the natural contamination in the cross-pollination. Temporal isolation is the crop of the seed production shows by the sown earlier or late by the marginal 15 to 20 days. Physical barrier like seed production plots, particularly on burns, density of the plants and well-heighted plants should be grown to prevent the entry of the foreign pollens to the seed production crop. Or other harvest or other contamination may be due to mechanical mixing, harvesting, sowing, threshing, process, handling, and soil. Seed certification is the principle obtained by the seed certifications to maintain and make available crop seeds, which are good seedling values and true to the variety. These standards are confirmed by such agencies. Seed growth out is the for the seed production should be periodically be tested for genetical purity by the grow out test to make sure that it is being maintained in its true form. Thank you. This session is powered by 2.0 Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any queries, please write down in the comment box. I will resolve